Injuries and inconsistent line play on the offensive side of the ball have thus far relegated Sacred Heart to the bottom of the Naugatuck Valley League standings. The 2-4 Hearts have also lost their starting quarterback, Jay LaMadeline, for the balance of the season. LaMadeline sustained a wrist injury against Watertown last week and will be replaced by junior Jeff Feliciano. Sacred Heart does have two of the most outstanding running backs in the area in DeAndre Freeman and Jason Iverson. Naugatuck High School has improved week by week during the football season. The undefeated Greyhounds have worn down their opponents with a punishing ground attack led by Kevin Kuzma, Jesse Slocum, and Jay Solozzi. Junior quarterback Scott Mastropetro mixes in the pass with the run, and the defense is a typical hard-hitting Naugatuck defense. From Veterans Field in Naugatuck, it's Sacred Heart of Waterbury against Naugatuck in an NVL matchup on Telemedia Sports Valley High School Football Game of the Week. Hello again, everyone. Ed Clements, Buddy Chernovitz from Veterans Field in Naugatuck. Buddy, let's talk first about Sacred Heart. They have the two great running backs. They have Iverson. They have Freeman. They have the problem with the offensive line. Coach Frank Granato has another problem. The fact that last week he lost his starting quarterback, Jay LaMadeline, and now they're going to go with a junior quarterback, Jeff Feliciano, a young man who did quarterback the JVs last year. Let's talk about some of the problems that Sacred Heart will have coming into this football game. They're 2-4 on the season thus far.
Well, they're going to have an adjustment. The quarterback obviously is a big part of the offense. He's got to be able to take the snaps and get the ball to the right people. They've had problems also with the offensive line, so they're going to have an awful lot to overcome against a real good Naugatuck football team. They're strong defensively. They move the ball on offense. And I think in order for Sacred Heart to be successful, this young man's got to have a great game. It may be an awful lot to ask of him in his first game to come out and play against the Greyhounds. Now,
we're not sure also how much action that Iverson's going to have at the running back position. We do know he's going to see most of his action on defense because Iverson has only had a couple of days of practice this past week because he was bumped up slightly. Now let's talk about the Naugatuck Greyhounds. Week by week, they continue to improve. They spread it around in the backfield. They have Solozzi, they have Slocum, they have, and of course, right at the top of the list as far as I'm concerned is Kevin Kuzma. They have an excellent junior quarterback in Mastropetro. All things seem to be clicking for the Greyhounds.
They certainly do, and I've said this before, and it's a compliment to Craig Peters and his staff. I think they're the best football team in the state in getting better day by day. They start, and every day, as Eddie said, they do get better. They look for constant improvement every day, and by the time you get to this game in the season, fifth or sixth game, they are as good as any football team in the state because they work at it, and their kids do get better. They play a strong, consistent defense. The kids know what they're doing. Their offense takes care of itself, and they do come to play every week.
And we'll be right back with Naugatuck Sacred Heart football right after these messages.
Just when you thought it was too expensive to go out for lunch, along comes Oxford Convenience Plus Deli. Homemade food at convenient prices. Open at 6 a.m. for breakfasts. Open till 10 p.m. for dinners. Lunch specials include soups, hot dishes, and sandwiches of all shapes and sizes. To get a menu with daily specials faxed to you, give us a call or fax. Oxford Convenience Plus, Route 67 at Oxford Plaza, Oxford.
Janine woke up in a cold sweat. She remembered that she'd gone to a party the night before and gotten smashed out of her mind. The question is, who was this guy in her bathroom? What did he look like? What had they done? How had she gotten herself into this mess? What about AIDS? Then, much to her relief, Janine realized that unlike the rest of us, she was just a cartoon. Get high, get stupid, get AIDS.
Welcome back, everyone. And we're ready for high school football. Sacred Heart against Naugatuck in our Telemedia Sports Valley High School football game of the week. Sacred Heart has won the coin toss they have elected to receive. As we open up matters here at Veterans Field in Naugatuck, it's an overcast sky. There's no rain in the area now, and if it remains just like this, it's perfect fall football weather. Two teams, Buddy, going in opposite directions. The Greyhounds undefeated 6-0, and Sacred Heart little bit of a problem in the middle part of their season. They've lost their last 3 out of 4 games, and they stand at 2-4.
And Eddie will be following Naugatuck right up through the rest of the season, as we'll be back here next week against Holy Cross. Then we'll get them against Seymour, and we'll close out with the Greyhounds in the traditional Thanksgiving Day game as they take on the Ansonia Chargers. And that, right now, could be a very big game if both continue on their winning ways. Going into that game both undefeated, it will certainly be a great matchup.
Joe Edmonds will kick off for Naugatuck. He's a sophomore. Iverson, along with Freeman, back deep at their 10-yard line. Kick is coming in the direction of Krishoni. Krishoni 34. Krishoni up the sidelines and brings it out near to the 30-yard line. And the Hearts will put the ball in play 1st and 10 from that point. Kuzma on the tackle for the Greyhounds. Let's look now at the Sacred Heart offense. Of course, in the backfield, in place of the injured quarterback Jay LaMadeline, Jeff Feliciano, 5'9", 155-pound junior. Ball is marked just at the 30-yard line. And let's set the backfield. To start in the backfield, the fullback is Harvey, and the tailback is Freeman. Iverson's going to be seeing more action on the defense this morning. Freeman off the left side for a couple yards on the play. Let's take a look now at that Naugatuck defense.
Got some outstanding players on that defensive side of the football. Kuzma has done a great job for them as the monster, and inside they've got some very fine people. Solosi and Fernandez at the ends have done a great job in containing. And then the secondary, McGowan, is a guy that's been doing a great job in the middle as we look right down that line of scrimmage.
2nd down, 2nd and 8 for the Hearts at the 32. We're just underway. That's the tailback. That is Iverson. Eludes a tackle, crosses the 35, gets up to the 37-yard line. Slocum on the stop from the Naugatuck secondary.
Little crossbuck inside fake, and then Iverson comes back. Pretty good blocking along the line of scrimmage. They'll pick up about 5 on the play before he's brought down by Slocum and company. It'll bring up a 3rd and about 4 for Sacred Heart, and they would like to get a drive going here and get some confidence for their young quarterback, Jeff Feliciano.
Harvey is the fullback in the I-back formation, and that is Iverson running the football. He picks up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 45-yard line.
Just an inside bang play with the fullback leading. You see Iverson take the football, and that's excellent blocking along the line of scrimmage. Tackles made by number 32, Marlo Fernandez. It picks up a 1st down, though, for the Sacred Heart Hearts as they're out at their own 45.
That's a mouthful, buddy. Sacred Heart Hearts.
Wow.
I formation, that is Freeman. He explodes up the middle, crosses into Naugatuck territory, crosses the 40 down to the 37-yard line of the Greyhounds. Kuzma from the monster back spot on the tackle.
Iverson is doing a great job as you see him go off. Again, it's a little bit of a crossbuck, fake to the fullback, then Iverson comes back on the opposite side, or that's Freeman, excuse me, and Freeman does a good job of getting excellent yardage. Another 1st down, they're inside Naugatuck territory at the 38-yard line.
So the Hearts moving the football, their first possession. I-back formation. They give to Harvey, the up back, and Harvey gets it down to the 35-yard line. Saghetti, the nose guard, on the stop for Naugatuck.
Fullback just comes straight ahead. You'll see Harvey just get the football, and he's going to get banged right there by Saghetti. Not a good block by the center as Saghetti came right off the block. As you look over the back of Lucky at head coach Craig Peters, got to be a little concerned right here at this drive that the Sacred Heart Hearts have mounted.
2nd down, 2nd and long for the Hearts, and off the left side, that is Freeman. He is stopped by the center of that Naugatuck line, led by Saghetti, the 6-foot, 215-pound sophomore nose guard.
Saghetti will slide off the block. You'll see him right there come off the center's block, and he will wrap up the ball carrier for about a yard gain. A good job by the nose as he just read the block of the center, slid off it, and made the tackle as you look at the Naugatuck cheerleaders.
3rd down, split backs for Sacred Heart. And a little crossbuck action in the backfield. That's Freeman straight arming the Naugatuck defenders, getting down to the 20 and ridden out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Slocum, Mastropetro, along with Solozzi, all around the football for the Greyhounds.
This is just outstanding speed. Watch Freeman on the crossbuck. Good block on Lucky there, and then Freeman gives a little straight arm and then outruns the inside contain. Will get down the field before he is taken down by Solozzi as he runs him out of bounds. Solozzi was the end, couldn't contain him, was able to get back and make the tackle, but they're down inside about the 16-yard line.
Crishone checks in at fullback, first down. And Crishone leads. Iverson running out of the tailback spot in for Freeman as they spell their tailbacks. And Iverson is stood up at the 15-yard line. Hughes along with Seghetti on the stop.
Eddie, the two backs now are alternating in here. You've got Freeman and Iverson. This time you've got number 32, Iverson, who just comes on the blast play off the left side. Good job again by Seghetti and Hughes wrapping him up. He'll pick up about a yard, but this has been an excellent drive, and it's been able to keep the young quarterback, Jeff Feliciano, out of any long situations where he's had to throw the football. And I know for Sacred Heart, they've got to be happy with this opening drive.
Split backs. Sacred Heart has it at the 15. A pitch out. It goes loose in the backfield. Freeman picks up the football, tries to make something out of it, but he is snowed under at the 24-yard line by Solozzi.
One of the problems of a young quarterback is you will have plays like this. Somebody misses an assignment here. As the quarterback takes the football, he makes the pitch either to the fullback or to the split back. Unfortunately, it goes between both of them. Neither one of the backs, I think, really expected it. If it was supposed to go to the outside guy, he never got the pitch. The ball is going to be rolled to the turf, and it'll bring up a third and long here at about the 23-yard line for Sacred Heart, as you see in the middle of the huddle. Head coach Frank Granata talking to his offense, and he's just trying to quiet him down a little bit and get back on schedule. Craig Peters in the middle of that defense, and that defense really has been tested in this first series by Sacred Heart as they took the ball from their own 30-yard line and have marched it down the field. The running of Iverson and Freeman have been a big part of this as you look at the cheerleaders across on the near side of the Naugatuck Greyhounds, and it's an excellent drive, and I know Frank Granata and the Sacred Heart Hearts have to be pleased at the way they've been able to open this football game. Right now, a third down, they're going to put young quarterback Jeff Feliciano in a throwing situation. We'll see what he's able to do here, as he's done a good job except for that last pitch of running the offense.
3rd and 15 from the 22. Feliciano pitches. That's Iverson. Iverson slips as he crosses the 20, and he gets down to the 15-yard line. That's going to be well short of the yardage for the first down. Slocum from the secondary on the stop for Naugatuck.
Slocum may get credit for this, but Iverson just slides. He doesn't get tackled. He's trying to make a cut and lose his feet. I think you've seen something here as the situation dictated pass. There goes Iverson down. They did not allow Feliciano to throw the football. They feel more confident in their running game as they're 4th and 10 right at about the 15-yard line.
Oh, they have one back in the backfield. That is Freeman on 4th and 10. They pitch to Freeman. Freeman on a sweep to the left side, gets outside Catane, and he might have picked up the first down inside the 5-yard line. The junior running back.
Eddie, they're not going to throw the football with these two running backs. It's Freeman and Iverson. This is everybody's to the outside. It's just a pitch. They wall people off, and this young man can run the football. Freeman breaks to the outside. He'll get to the first down marker inside the 5 before he's run out of bounds by number 83, Hayward, and this is a first down for the Hearts on the 5.
1st and goal. They give it to Freeman, and Freeman is close to the goal line on a 1st and goal situation. So the Hearts impressive here at Veterans Field as we open up matters on our Telemedia Valley High School football game of the week.
Eddie, I have not seen a football team really move the ball against Naugatuck like this in a long time. For a team that's supposed to have a young offensive line, they are doing a great job. In the backs, which Coach Craig Peters was concerned about, are everything that everyone has said in this drive. They are just running the ball right through the Naugatuck Greyhounds.
Well, buddy, this is a big game for Sacred Heart. And the quarterback, Feliciano, he gets into the end zone for the touchdown, and Sacred Heart takes a quick 6-0 lead here at Veterans Field.
That's one of the best running drives that we've seen all year. Great job as the young quarterback, Jeff Feliciano, just finds a seam between his guard and center, tucks the ball away, and he's into the end zone for the first score here with 6:15 left to go, and that's a 5-minute and 45-second drive by the Greyhound, or by the Sacred Heart Hearts against the Naugatuck Greyhounds to take the opening lead of this football game. Took the kickoff and just marched it down the field. The quarterback getting credit for the touchdown, but Iverson and Freeman, they are the men, the horses that brought that 6 points to the Sacred Heart Hearts.
And they are going for 2. Feliciano throws it out. It is incomplete. It was intended for Iverson. Iverson had it at the goal line, dropped the football, and so Sacred Heart leads it 6-0 over Naugatuck.
Little rollout as he tries to throw the football to the back, just sliding through into the flat. It's a good job. Should have been caught as Iverson does not bring in Feliciano's pass, and it will be 6-0. Greyhounds down in this first quarter.
We got a break in the action. Let's take this timeout.
Over the last 10 years, we've all learned some hard lessons about the value of money. We've discovered who we trust and who we want to do business with. Housatonic Lumber has been in business for nearly 90 years, and we have the real experts who can help you with your remodeling projects right through to your own dream home. So you can make a choice. You can do business with a warehouse chain who gives their employees a 6-week crash course in building materials, or you can do business with Housatonic Lumber. We've dedicated generations to this business.
Blanchette Sporting Goods, a complete line of top-quality name-brand sports equipment. Athletic shoes by all the top manufacturers. Supply your team from head to toe with customized sportswear. Trophies and plaques for all occasions, custom engraving on the premises. Let them know your team with a large selection of licensed goods. Above all, customer service is a top priority. Blanchette Sporting Goods in Shelton. We don't just know sports, we live it.
Children are the largest group of Americans living below the poverty line. They have to reach higher for what others take for granted. Healthcare, balanced meals, encouragement to learn. But with help early on, children in your community can gain the skills to get out from below the poverty line. It takes programs like Success by 6 and people like you to help them take the first step. Call to learn more. Change the world of a child, and you change the world.
We're back, everyone. Earlier, Buddy caught up with Coach Frank Granato, the veteran Sacred Heart coach. He noted the fact that Sacred Heart has the 2 outstanding backs, as we've been talking about all game long, but he also talked about the problem with the coach of the offensive line play thus far. Here's what the veteran coach had to say.
I think so, but yeah, it's a situation where our offensive line is young. They're primarily juniors, and we felt at the beginning of the year they had to come along, and unfortunately they didn't come along as fast as we would like. I think this doesn't take away from Iverson or Freeman. They both have given us quite a few scores. The only trouble is that we have to get them all on long runs. I would much prefer a team that can grind it out and get 5, 6, 7 yards, move up the field, hold the ball. When we score from far away. We're not able to really control the ball, and this gives the other team many more opportunities to have it on offense.
We're back, everyone. So Sacred Heart took the opening kickoff here at Veterans Field methodically, moving the ball downfield without a pass, the running of Iverson and Freeman, and Feliciano has done a nice job in this start at quarterback for Sacred Heart. A kick rolling around there. It's picked up by Hayward at the 25-yard line, and Brandon's still on his feet on the far sidelines as he gets it across the 40-yard line before he's taken down by Feliciano, who's also in on special teams. Buddy caught up with Coach Craig Peters, but let's go right now while we have this opportunity. Let's look now at the Naugatuck offense. Of course, in the backfield, the quarterback is the junior Scott Mastropetro, and the running backs are Kuzma, Solozzi, and Slocum, and they will spread it around that entire backfield. Equal time. Ball is marked at the 42-yard line, the Greyhounds' first possession. Wing T look. Kuzma will go in motion on first down, and Kuzma gets the ball as he slices off the right side and he slices across the 45-yard line. Let's look now at the Sacred Heart defense.
Good yardage by Kuzma on that opening carry as he just follows his blockers around that right side of the line, picks up about 4.5 yards, and if Naugatuck can stay on schedule with 4 or 5 yards in that first down, it's going to put the defense in difficulty as they come over the ball on their second and about 6 for the Greyhounds in the opening possession.
Greyhounds have it at the 46-yard line. First quarter action. They give to the fullback, the up back, that is Solosi, and he gets across midfield down to the 49 before he's taken down there.
Fullback just comes on a blast. He gets good lead blocking by his 2 backs. Slocum leads him up inside there. He'll be short of that first down by about 2 yards. Bring up a 3rd and short. Naugatuck will pound you with that inside game, and then they'll give the football to Kuzma and Slocum to get outside, and they've had success with that over the last couple of years as they are in that double slot type look with the 2 backs about a yard off the line of scrimmage.
3rd and short, the football directly at midfield. The pitch, that is Solosi. Solosi slips right when he gets the football. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, so it will be a 4th down. An interesting situation for Naugatuck early in this game. 4th and a long one. Joe DeLage on the tackle for Sacred Heart, number 71.
A little bit of a pitch play as Slocum will block down. You see Solosi trying to get to the outside. As Eddie said, he just lost his footing. Brings up a 4th, and it is going to be a punt situation as Coach Peters is not going to risk giving the Sacred Heart Hearts the ball at this part of the field after having had Sacred Heart move down the field on a drive. Got a timeout here, though. They may re-talk the decision of the punt.
Buddy caught up with Naugatuck coach Craig Peters before the game, and he asked the veteran Naugatuck coach if Naugatuck would exploit the weakness of Sacred Heart's offensive line.
Well, they're very, very good running backs, and I've seen them break 75-yarders this year on their own, and they do get some blocking. I think their offensive line up there is taking a lot of the heat, and I don't think it's justifiable. They're good kids in there, and they're trying their best, and you know, they're a little bit one-dimensional in that they're not throwing the ball as much as they used to. They may today, though, with some of the injuries that they have. They may go to the air a little bit more, and that may help them out. That may help them out in the long run. Those 2 kids, though, Iverson and Freeman, are first-class backs, and they do a great job.
We're back, everyone. The Greyhounds, with a 4th and 1 from midfield, have elected to punt the football away. Master Petro inside his 40-yard line. Iverson, along with Freeman, back deep for the Hearts. That's going to roll dead at about the 24-yard line, and that is where the Hearts will put it in play, their 2nd possession.
Sacred Heart will start with pretty good field position considering the kick came from the 50. It's only a 26-yard punt for Naugatuck. Sacred Heart, after that opening drive, we'll see if they can come back. Again, the running of Iverson and Freeman, a big part of that. And Feliciano has done the job at quarterback here in that first possession as they're ready to go.
Tailback Freeman takes it straight ahead for 2 yards as he crosses the 25 to the 26, tied up by the middle. Jay Seghetti, the nose guard, the sophomore nose guard. Buddy on defense for the Greyhounds, and he started the game. Sophomore Mike Perella, number 35, in there along with Dave Levine. As you know, on Naugatuck's defensive scheme, the linebackers play a big part. Paul Lucky has come into this game. He is bumped up. He was in on that last defensive series for the Greyhounds when the Hearts moved it deeper into Naugatuck territory. So he is not in there at this point, but I think if it comes to crunch time, Mr. Lucky will be in. 2nd down carry.
Fullback again, just coming up inside. Pretty good job by Seghetti coming off. Crishon making the tackle on that play. As you look there at the stats keeper on the side, Naugatuck's side, it'll bring up about a 3rd and 7.
So the ball now at the 28-yard line. There's the pitch. It goes to Freeman, and Freeman again loses his footing as he tried to make a cutback. And it's going to go now as a 4th and long for Sacred Heart, and they're going to punt the football away. Perella was closest to the football for Naugatuck as Freeman slipped down in the backfield.
Watch Freeman come out on the pitch. Guards are doing a good job. You see right there, number 55, Goodrich, trying to get out in front. But again, Freeman loses his footing, just slips down, and that's the second time that he's gone to the turf. Craig Peters right there with his defense, and they are going to get a punt now from the Sacred Heart Hearts. Is back on the 15 to punt the football.
Hayward is deep, but that ball goes to one of the up men for Naugatuck. That's Slocum. He fields the football and is met right there at the 48-yard line, and that's where the Greyhounds will put the ball in play at their 48, their second possession. Herman LaBelle on the tackle for Sacred Heart.
This is Boulogne, who's back on the punt. Doesn't get off a real good punt. On the exchange, the Hearts will pick up about 2 yards. As you see there, Slocum catches the football. Done a pretty good job on the tackle by number 46 for Sacred Heart. LaBelle drags him down to the ground, and Naugatuck on their side of the field at the 48, ready to go.
So let's see what the Greyhounds do. First down, 1st and 10 from their 48-yard line, deep into the first quarter of play here at Veterans Field in Naugatuck. Solozzi, the fullback, straight ahead, tied up at the line of scrimmage. Goodridge, the captain, defensive tackle on the stop, first to greet Solozzi.
Solozzi is going to get wrapped up by Goodrich. Goodrich is right there. Watch the guard, number 50, on the pull. That's York, and then right behind it, filling, was Goodrich, the senior, 5'9", 225-pounder. You see 55 right there with a great play in it. No gain for that Naugatuck Greyhound offense. And if they can control the inside like that, they're going to do a good job of containing Naugatuck. As you see, Master Picho over the football, 2nd and about 10. 2nd
and 10 from the 48. Sacred Heart has been playing Naugatuck very, very tough. Master Petro back to throw over the middle. Has a receiver out there. Overthrows the intended receiver. It's picked off by Feliciano at the 34-yard line. Jeff Feliciano, 5'11", 170-pound senior, seeing double-duty action for Sacred Heart.
Ball is well overthrown as Master Picho comes out on the bootleg. You see him fake to Kuzma, and then he's got his 2 guards in front of him, York and Levine. Ball is well overthrown of any intended receiver, and you see there Feliciano with a good interception, and that turnover puts the ball on the 33, and the Sacred Heart Hearts are back in business. Feliciano going both ways over his center and ready to go.
And let's check that backfield for you. That is Crishone in at fullback, and Crishone back to the line of scrimmage. A flag is dropped. Seghetti on the stop for Naugatuck.
Seghetti, Hughes, and Lance have done a good job inside of really closing off that fullback. You see the referee talking to Naugatuck. That's going to be a hold against Sacred Heart. See if we can pick it up. Looks like it's on 54 right there against Seghetti, and that might be the center. Ball thrush who was holding Seghetti. It'll put the ball back 10 yards if Naugatuck takes the penalty. They have refused it. It'll bring up a 2nd and 8. I'm surprised at that. And the Hearts now really dodged the bullet at that point as Seghetti, Hughes, and Lance are doing a good job of closing off the fullback as Sacred Heart right here at the end of this first period with a 6-0 lead. Surprising, Edward?
Very surprising. We have played 1 quarter here at Veterans Field in Naugatuck. Our score is Sacred Heart 6, Naugatuck nothing.
Hot Tops and Seymour are your #1 custom printing professionals. Our automated textile printer can handle any size order quickly and beautifully. Artwork can be reproduced or designed for you in our graphic art department. Add in-house embroidering and see why Hot Tops is #1. After 12 years in business, Hot Tops offers the best in quality printing and personal service. Just listen to our customers.
Very professional.
Excellent quality.
Hot Tops did exactly what I wanted and delivered it on time.
The Valley Chordsmen Barbershop Chorus invites you to the Kennedy High School Auditorium on Highland Avenue in Waterbury on Saturday, November 21st for an evening of harmony and entertainment as they present the 45th annual Look Out World, A Night with the Champions show. The show features the 1990 International Quartet Champions along with the Ladies Quartet Champions from Sweet Adelines, plus much, much more. That's Saturday, November 21st at the Kennedy High School Auditorium in Waterbury. Come on down and spend a night with the champions.
We're back, everyone, as we begin matters here in the second quarter on Telemedia Sports Valley High School football. Game of the week, Naugatuck Valley League action. And it's been a good one so far. Sacred Heart against Naugatuck, and Sacred Heart leads it 6-0. Second down. That's Freeman. Cuts it outside. Freeman down the sidelines, bumped out of bounds, but it is another Sacred Heart first down. DeAndre Freeman.
Outstanding speed to the outside for these running backs as they have had good success. It's a little cross buck again. Pretty good blocking on the side of Griffin and Goodrich as tackle and guard come around the corner, and you see Freeman down the sidelines before he gets bumped out of bounds. Right at around midfield, it's at the 48-yard line, but a first down for the Hearts as they have had great success in getting to the outside against Naugatuck early in this game.
It's a first down for Sacred Heart, and they give to the up back, the fullback. That's Crishone, and Crishone brings it up near midfield before he's taken down by Levine.
Linebackers are going to get a shot at this one. Again, the fullback, see Seghetti getting blocked. He'll come off the block, but Levine and company are going to get in on that tackle. It's a good 2 yards for Sacred Heart. Craig Peters has to be concerned right now as you look over his shoulder. Sacred Heart has been able to move the football pretty good in this first quarter into this second period.
The Hearts keeping it on the ground and keeping it basic. That's Iverson, who bounces off a tackle, picks up an additional yard on the play as he moves into Naugatuck territory. Hughes and Kuzma and Levine all combining on the tackle for the Greyhounds.
Hard-nosed football player right here is number 32, Iverson. Bangs into the pack, keeps his legs going, and picks up a couple extra yards. You've got to wrap this young man up. Needs a lot of help getting him to the turf, but he gets an extra 2 or 3 in that ability to keep his legs going forward. As
third down, and that is Freeman upended as he tried to cut it back. The Naugatuck defense turned it in. Levine with the defensive gem for the Greyhounds. There is Dave Levine, 6'1", 210-pound junior. Last year he saw some duty at tight end for the Greyhounds, and in spring he was converted to, on offense, he was converted to a guard spot, and last year he did see some action at linebacker, and he's done an outstanding job at linebacker for Naugatuck. So Sacred Heart will have to punt the football away, 4th and long, and Boulogne is the punter, and he gets it off. He sails it down in the direction of Slocum, and fielding the ball, that is Brandon Hayward.
He's got a wall.
He's got a wall his right, and he's at the 40.
Bye-bye.
Midfield, 40, 30-yard line. Another block thrown, and a punt return for the touchdown. That is Brandon Hayward.
Excellent wall to the far side of the field by the Greyhounds, allowing Brandon Hayward to get down the sideline and into the end zone to tie this one up. That is a great run and a great job by the special teams. Punt is gotten off. There was good pressure inside.
Salozzi almost had gotten a piece of the ball.
And there you'll see the ball is going to bounce. And now watch the blocks. The first tackle is missed, and then you're going to see a great wall here as people are just going to come back into it, allowing Hayward to go the distance. And that's going to be a 75-yard, a good job blocking back right there. And Naugatuck with a 6-6 tie here, looking to go on top.
Greyhounds have a little bit of a confusion here, and they have had to call a timeout. They are going to go for the 1 point and take a lead here if they can. It's knotted now, 6-6. Brandon Hayward, the junior, returning one for Naugatuck, and they've gotten the Greyhounds on the scoreboard with 9 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the first half here at Veterans Field.
Sacred Heart has to be a little concerned. They did a good job in the first into the second quarter of containing Naugatuck, and then a mistake by their special teams, allowing the Greyhounds to go 75 yards to tie it up. And we'll see how they respond as they, right here, Naugatuck looking to take the lead.
And Edmonds' kick is through the uprights, and the Greyhounds have taken a 7-6 lead. You see the Naugatuck cheerleaders.
See if that was the wake-up call that the Greyhounds needed in this one, because so far Sacred Heart, as you see Frank Granata there talking to one of his players, Sacred Heart has done a great job of moving the football in being able to run the outside part of their offense against Naugatuck, and a lot has to do with the speed of both Iverson and Freeman, who are able to get outside and use that natural ability, that natural speed to get around the ends for good yardage. So Naugatuck will kick to Sacred Heart. Naugatuck enjoying a 7-6 lead as we open this second period of football here at Veterans Stadium in Naugatuck.
It'll be Krishone along with Freeman back deep for the Hearts. And Edmonds will kick off for the Greyhounds. There you see Krishone in your picture. Rich Krishone, a 5'9", 165-pound sophomore. Ball sails down to Krishone at the 10. Krishone, the center of the field. And Krishone gets it up to the 32-yard line where the Hearts will put the ball in play.
Krishone does a good job of just getting the kickoff and then coming straight up the middle for good yardage, as he will get it across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Picked it up on the 10, got it back over the 33, and that'll be pretty good field position for Sacred Heart as they begin their third possession of the day.
Todd Speranzini made the tackle on the kickoff, and that is Feliciano up the middle, midfield, down to the 40, the 30, the 20. Slocum, the only defender to beat, and Feliciano has put Sacred Heart up on top again. Jeff Feliciano on the first down play. And what is it about these quarterbacks the last couple of weeks, buddy?
Eddie, that's a 67-yard quarterback sneak. Feliciano just comes right up a soft middle, and then he just has great speed as he outruns Slocum and company from the center of the field. You see McGowan trying to get after him, but Feliciano just going to outdistance him into the end zone. And that's the longest quarterback sneak that I have ever seen in 24 years of watching high school football, as that was outstanding. Feliciano with his second score, both on quarterback sneaks, and he gives the Hearts a 12-7 lead.
And they're going to give to Freeman, and Freeman is going to be stopped short of the goal line. So the extra point attempt is no good, but the Hearts do have a 5-point lead. They lead it 12-7. Saghetti along with Levine stack Freeman up short of the goal line on the extra point attempt for the 2 points.
That was 32 seconds for Feliciano to get the lead back for the Hearts. Inside, there's no blocking. Inside looked like Levine just all over the ball carrier, drags him down, and twice the Hearts have been unable to convert the 2 points on the conversion, but they do enjoy a 12-7 lead here at 9:16 of the second quarter. Great job by Feliciano, just taking the football, stepping a little bit to his right, following his guard, and then outrunning the defense. As you see, mom and son or daughter, it looks like son, but I'm probably wrong, enjoying an afternoon or morning here at Veterans Stadium. It's a very, very excellent day for football. Not too warm, not really that cold, a little brisk in the air. And Naugatuck just gave back that touchdown to the Hearts, and it only took them 32 seconds to get it.
Rob Goodridge is going to be kicking off for Sacred Heart, and he kicks it short and fielded there by Speranzini, and Speranzini is spun down at about his 20-yard line. Greg Wise on the stop for Sacred Heart.
Wise does a great job of just sprinting to the football. Watches number 44. The ball could have gone out of bounds. Wise will grab that ball carrier, drag him to the ground. He'll get help also from number 85, Rich Harvey, but Wise right down the field, and Naugatuck at their about 22-yard line. Good job by the captain, Greg Wise, in getting field position for Sacred Heart.
First down for the Hounds at the 22-yard line, down by a score. Kuzma and Kevin crosses the 25-yard line out to the 28-yard line before he's taken down there. Krishon on the tackle for Sacred Heart.
Watch 52 and 50. York and Levine leading Kuzma around the corner. Look at Kuzma just putting his hand right on the back of his guard and following him. And that's what Naugatuck does best. They follow their blockers. They get the guards out in front of them. They run that power offense at you. And by the third and fourth quarter, they are going to wear a football team down.
What the doctor has ordered for the Greyhounds now is one of their patented sustained drives down the field, taking clock off and getting the lead back again. We've got flags dropped on the play.
I think it's going to go against Sacred Heart as there was movement. Naugatuck is going to pick up a first down on a procedure penalty against the Hearts. Naugatuck at their own 33-yard line.
First and 10 for Naugatuck at the 33-yard line. Second quarter action, Veterans Field in Naugatuck under an overcast sky in an NVL game. And this is Telemedia Sports, our Valley High School football game of the week. First down, wing tee set by the Greyhounds, a tight formation. The quarterback is Master Petro, the junior, and Kuzma goes in motion. And Kuzma gets the ball, but he is bear hugged at the line of scrimmage. Goodridge, the defensive tackle, 5'9", 225-pound senior captain.
Eddie, there is not a lot of blocking along the line of scrimmage as you see an awful lot of white jerseys just break through here, and by the time Kuzma gets to the line of scrimmage, he's going to get wrapped up by an awful lot of white shirts. And the Greyhounds have got to improve that blocking, or this Sacred Heart team is going to be around all afternoon. And I know when the game started, I don't think Naugatuck felt that they were going to be in this kind of a dogfight. The defense for Sacred Heart is swarming and doing a good job of really getting and breaking the initial block at the line of scrimmage and getting into that backfield.
Well, they have played inspired football in this first half. 2nd and 10 for the Hounds at the 32-yard line. Again, they try Kuzma, and Kevin eludes a couple of tackles, crosses the 35 out to the 37-yard line before he stopped there. Herm LaBelle from the secondary, a sophomore on the stop.
Watch again the two guards coming out in front of Kuzma as they turn the corner. They get a pretty good block on number 85 there, Harvey, and then allow Kuzma to turn the corner before he is tackled. He'll pick up about 3 yards, but it is a 3rd and long right here for Naugatuck. Sacred Heart has done a good job in containing that sweep and preventing the big play in this early part of the game.
Ball is at the 37-yard line of Naugatuck. 3rd down, 3rd and 6. Second quarter action. Master Petro on a little bit of misdirection they give to Slocum going the other way. The second back, and Slocum picks up the first down out to the midfield stripe.
This is a great play as they have been coming to the right side with Kuzma, and now they come back with Slocum on the little bit of the scissors. Fullback winds inside, and then Slocum follows his guard and tackle. You see number 53 right in front of that, Cretella, as he leads Slocum up the field for a big first down. Excellent play call by Naugatuck as they cross midfield just over the 50 into the Sacred Heart's territory.
First down, Naugatuck at midfield. Wing T look. Greyhounds down by 5. They pitch to Solozzi. Solozzi to the 45, to the 41-yard line of Sacred Heart before he's dragged down by a couple of the Hearts. Krishon along with DeLage around the tackle for Sacred Heart.
Fullback will just get the quick pitch here from the quarterback, and then the blocking along the corner. Excellent job of taking the Hearts out of it and allowing Solozzi to get close to that first down. It'll be 2nd and short right at about the 41.5-yard line. Naugatuck moving the football as they took it on their own 22 and have moved it now inside of Sacred Heart territory.
The tight end is Rudy Hermstadt to the left side. Check that to the right side. 2nd and short. That's Slocum going in motion. Master Petro is rolling, throwing, and completing it. That's Solozzi down to the 30, inside the 30, taken out of bounds on the far side of the field by Freeman. But Naugatuck has the football deep in Sacred Heart territory.
Guy responsible for the fullback is putting pressure on the quarterback. You'll see this. Watch the outside guy come. There he is, number 4, looks to be 44, and that leaves the fullback wide open in the flat. Solosi gets the ball after having faked on the boot. Does a good job in getting it down inside the 25 to about the 23. Another first down for Naugatuck. Good play.
First and 10 for the Hounds at the Sacred Heart 23-yard line. Misdirection they give to Slocum. This time the Sacred Heart defense is equal to the task. Getting them from behind is Harvey, 6'1", 185-pound junior end.
This time Slocum just comes inside on the little wind back, a little bit of a scissors look, and Slocum with pretty good yardage inside as he just busts forward. For Sacred Heart drags him down. Number 85 will get credit for that, and that's Rich Harvey, the junior, 6'1", 185-pounder.
2nd and 9 for Naugatuck. They're at the 21-yard line. We have a timeout by Naugatuck, and let's call our own timeout.
No job is too big or too small for Chippy's Service Station. We do all major and minor repairs and mechanical work for foreign and domestic vehicles. And we offer 24-hour long and short-distance towing. When you have difficulty finding parts, when your new car needs servicing, or when your business really depends on it, come to Chippy's Service Station, 136 Wakely Avenue, Ansonia, 734-9648, servicing the Valley since 1949.
North Carolina Furniture, where we buy direct to save you money. For the dining room, we have a wide array of formal dining room sets, cherry, mahogany, maple, and oak. And for the living room, choose from a selection of Chippendale sofas, colonials, camelbacks, and more. We have Queen Anne chairs and sofas, recliners with solid oak frames starting at just $169. And just look at this beautiful 3-piece set of tables for only $289. Whatever you need, we've got it. Over 100 lines of furniture to choose from with savings you won't believe. You all come down now, you hear?
We're back, everyone. Naugatuck has the football at the 22-yard line of Sacred Heart. They have a 2nd and 9 coming up. In motion, that is Slocum. Master Petro's going to put the football up in the air. Rolling, throwing, has a receiver. It is complete inside the 10-yard line. A loose ball, but I believe that's going to be ruled after the catch that went to the tight end. Rudy Hermstadt, the tight end, 5'10", 185-pound senior.
2 guards out in front of the bootleg. You see again Levine and York providing protection, and then Master Petro is just able to find his receiver. He's wide open right there as he comes from his slot position, tight end position down the field. Good gain as they're right inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal for the Naugatuck Greyhounds as they go to a full house looking backfield. Kuzma down to the 5-yard line. Harvey on the stop for Sacred Heart. We've got 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the first half of play, and time is counting down.
Just the bone play as they get Kuzma behind the blocking of the 2 backs for short yardage over that right side, and they both to the wishbone in that short yardage offense. Double tight and bang it in.
Carmagult along with Hermstadt, the tight ends, as they go wishbone, 2nd and goal from the 5 of Sacred Heart. They try Slocum. Slocum slices off the left side. He gets behind the offensive line surge down to the 2-yard line. Spagnoletti, the nose guard for Sacred Heart, on the stop.
Naugatuck's philosophy is that they can bang the ball straight ahead in 4 downs inside the 10, as they've gone with Slocum, and this time they come back, or with Slocum this time, last time with Kuzma, but just inside the tackles. Tough yardage, but they put that offensive line one-on-one and then let the backs lead through, isolate people, and then just try and find a seam for the backs to run through, as they've got another timeout here with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this first half. It's been a good one here. Sacred Heart been able to really move the football in this game. The big play, though, was the 75-yard or 67-yard run by quarterback Feliciano after Naugatuck had come back to put themselves on top 7-6. You see the scoreboard there tells it all as we are winding down here in this first half at Veterans Field here in Naugatuck.
Buddy Paul Lucky has seen very limited action, as the coach Peters told me before the game that he was going to try to keep Paul out if he could in this game. We saw Paul in one series, matter of fact, Naugatuck's first defensive series, when he spelled Perella for a bit. But thus far, Coach Peters has been going at the tight end spots with the senior Rudy Hermstadt and the sophomore Neil Carmagult. So when we resume play here, the scoreboard clock showing 2 minutes and 10 ticks remaining in the first half. Greyhounds have the football at the Sacred Heart 3-yard line. They have a 3rd and goal coming up, and they are 5 points down to Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart leads it 12-7. Here we go. Split backs, Kuzma the wing to the right side. They pitch. Solozzi, and he is stopped short of the goal line. First to get to him, Goodrich from behind, and he's assisted by a couple of the other Hearts. And now we have a 4th down coming up. So what does Naugatuck elect to do?
Hey, get out of the bone. Slocum will lead. Coming to the outside is Solozzi, and he really doesn't get any yardage as he's wrapped up, maybe lost a half a yard on that. It'll bring up a 3rd. You see the ball just inside the 3-yard line, and so for Naugatuck, it's a 4th and less than 3. They're back to their split backs with a wing. Kuzma on the wing to the near side.
4th and goal. Slocum fights through, and Slocum gets into the end zone. Slocum was hit in the backfield, and then just on sheer power and drive on his part,
watch Slocum.
Desire gets into the end zone.
He gets stood up right here as he gets the football. Number 34 just bangs. Krishon does not hold on, and then look at the drive by Slocum as he gets into the end zone by 5 yards. A great individual effort by running back senior Jesse Slocum, 5'10", 185. Great job in getting in with 1:22 left to go and giving Naugatuck the lead back here.
Buddy Slocum has tremendous upper body strength, and I believe he does an awful lot of work in that weight room, and we've just seen some of the results of it right there. Jesse Slocum powering his way in from 3 yards out, and the Greyhounds have retaken the lead in this NVL battle.
Krishon is no slouch as he just blew the gap, got Slocum in the backfield just as he really got the football, and then Slocum broke the tackle and then made it the 3 yards plus the 2 in the backfield and got himself 5 yards into the end zone. Naugatuck right here with a penalty. They're going to be moved back 5 as they right now are ahead 13-12 in this game with 1:22 left to go in the first half. A great drive as they took the ball on their own 22-yard line, moved it down the field with a little bit of a bootleg pass, but a lot of running by Slocum and Kuzma.
Edmonds on the extra point. It's good. And the Greyhounds take a 14-12 lead here at Veterans Field in Naugatuck. We've got 1 minute, 22 ticks remaining in the first half.
5 yards does not hurt the kick as the snap, an excellent snap. The holder puts it down and then the ball right through the center of the uprights. It's 14-12 here. The Greyhounds, as you see Craig Peters in the middle of his defensive huddle. They don't want to give a big play on special teams here with only 1:22 left to go. And Naugatuck, I think, has to be very pleased considering the fact that they have not played extremely well in this game. The last offensive drive was a good drive, but they have really not played that well in the first half. And I think coach is going to send a little wake-up call here at halftime to get them back on track, as Sacred Heart has given the Greyhounds everything that they've wanted in this first half of football. The Hearts able to run the ball very well against Naugatuck, and that's something you don't usually see, a team that can move the football with success against that Greyhound defense. And a lot has to be attributed to the running of both Iverson and Freeman, two backs that have been able to get outside very well here in this first half.
Basically, buddy, Sacred Heart has told Naugatuck in this game, we're going to run the football.
Yeah, I don't think Feliciano is a guy, when you're down 3rd and 15 and they run a sweep and then make the first down, you're saying an awful lot about your confidence in your passing game.
Edmonds kicks it off for the Greyhounds. It's bouncing around there. That is Crishone with the football. And Crishone outside the 40-yard line and near the 45 on the far side of the field before he is taken down by the kicker, Edmonds.
Second return for Crishone as he just runs the sideline. Excellent return. Crishone will pick the football up, bobbles it here, then goes from the 20 all the way across the 40, close to the 45-yard line as he gets ahead of steam up and he runs the football very well. A lot of guys with the ability to run the football for Sacred Heart as they're up to the football very quickly here.
Now let's check that backfield for you. 1st and 10 for the Hearts. They haven't shown pass yet. Let's see what they do. Well, they hand off to Freeman, and Freeman dancing his way in the secondary, crosses the Naugatuck 45 down to the 44 before he's taken down by Master Petro. DeAndre Freeman.
Watch this guy now get it into overdrive. Look at his cutting ability, and then just jogs and then gives you a move right here. Excellent job by number 14 for Naugatuck in preventing the big play, and that's Master Petro, the quarterback.
Does he remind you of someone in Ansonia, buddy?
Well, I think Tinney's got better breakaway speed. He certainly has ability, but there's nobody better than Jason Tinney that I've seen, as Sacred Heart will take a timeout here. Again, as Freeman just runs to the near side looking for a hole, gets a good block from number 85 right here, and that's Harvey. Harvey gives him pretty good lane to run. Closed off by Naugatuck as timeout here at the 40-yard line for Sacred Heart.
Another dimension to the Sacred Heart team, the blocking. When Harvey's been in that up back position, the fullback position, he shared it with Crishone. Both fullbacks, when in there, have done a nice job for Coach Frank Granato.
Yeah, you can make up for a lot of mistakes with your offensive line if you've got speed and your ability of that fullback, either Harvey or Crishone, as you see right there. David Levine and Coach Craig Peters now. Coach Peters concerned about Levine in the upper body. He has got a problem with either a shoulder or an arm there, and Coach Peters making sure before that young man goes back in that he is all right. And you know that David Levine does not want to leave the game.
And that would be a severe blow for Naugatuck already. They've been depleted in the linebacking core. The fact that Paul Lucky has been bumped up this week, and he has seen limited play time. And to have Levine go out of the game would not fit in with Naugatuck's plans. Levine stays in at defense, and he, along with Mike Perella, are the linebackers. Monster back is Kuzma. Let's see what the Greyhounds do. We have 52 seconds remaining. Sacred Heart has it at the 40-yard line, and Feliciano's going to put it up on top. Throws it downfield. It is picked off by the Greyhounds at the 15-yard line. Master Petro on the interception.
Master Petro, when things get tough, is going to be in on defenses. We just saw him make a game-saving tackle or a touchdown-saving tackle. And then right here, the quarterback, Feliciano, just throws it really up for grabs. Looks like a kind of tip here. The ball carrier or the intended receiver, number 25, really for Sacred Heart.
Del Carmine.
Doesn't have an opportunity to catch it, but Master Petro stays behind in his zone coverage, just brings the football in, and Naugatuck will just take a knee, I think, right here with 29 seconds left to go and get in at halftime ahead, 14-12 in this one.
So the ball spotted at the 15-yard line of the Greyhounds, and movement both sides of the line of scrimmage.
They'll sort this one out. It looks like, though, Naugatuck number 53, Cretella just got an early start on the count. You see the referee signal the illegal procedure. Watch 53 get out of the gate a little early here. 55 also was into the backfield, but it will go against Naugatuck. It'll bring up a 1st and 15. They're backed up at their 10-yard line. They're not going to make a mistake here. Craig Peters is not going to give the Sacred Heart Hearts an opportunity to turn the ball over. As I think you're going to see a very conservative play here with 29 seconds left to go as Master Picho is out over the football.
1st and 15, and
out.
the time has run down here at Veterans Field in Naugatuck. We have played one half of football, and it has been a good one on our Telemedia Valley High School football game of the week. Our halftime score is Naugatuck 14 and Sacred Heart 12. We'll be back with our halftime activities right after these messages.
Welcome to Curtis Ryan Honda. Did you know that our sales staff has been with us over an average of 10 years?
And our service technicians for over 7 years.
Did you know that Curtis Ryan in Shelton is the first Honda dealership ever in the state of Connecticut?
We also provide car care clinics because an informed customer is a satisfied customer.
And all this makes us Honda's #1 volume dealership in Southern Connecticut.
So come to the house that's service built.
We are the Honda experts, and you don't deserve anything less.
Turn it on. Turn on your breakfast. Turn it on. Turn on your day. You're the one that's gonna make it. Look at your work. Look at your play. Be your best every day. Have fun. Just do it your way. Turn it on. Turn on the breakfast. Turn it on. Now don't you know? You're the one that's gonna make it. Look at your move. Look at your goal. Turn it on.
This is where I live. There are lots of doctors and machines for me and the other kids. Last week, a guy named Mike came. He took us all on a camping trip.
Mike gives up a weekend a month to help a disabled child, but he gets back a feeling that lasts forever.
When I get better, you know what? I'm gonna take Mike fishing.
To find out what you can do in your community, call the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
Welcome back, everyone. We are at halftime here at Veterans Field in Naugatuck. And for your entertainment, your halftime entertainment, this is the Naugatuck High School Marching Band. And that concludes our halftime activities here at Veterans Field in Naugatuck. The Naugatuck High School Marching Band entertaining us. And our halftime score is Naugatuck 14, Sacred Heart 12. We'll be back with our second half kickoff right after these messages.
Who is Connecticut's leading discount plumbing supplier? Allen's Plumbing Supply of Seymour.
It's simple. Allen's Plumbing Supply costs less. That's right, you'll find incredibly low discount prices every day. And when you want free advice on plumbing, heating, kitchen, or bath remodeling, Allen's has Connecticut licensed plumbers on our staff to help you. The best price and free advice. Allen's Plumbing Supply, Route 67, Seymour. It's simple. Allen's costs less. Period.
When friends don't stop friends from drinking and driving. Friends die from drinking and driving. Friends die from drinking and... Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
We're back, everyone, and we're moments away from the second half kickoff here at Veterans Field in Naugatuck. Sacred Heart will be kicking off to begin matters in the second half. It'll be one of their captains, Rob Goodrich, kicking off. By the way, for Sacred Heart, their captains for this year are Goodrich, Iverson, and Greg Wise. And it's a short squib kind of a kick coming to one of the up men, and finally bobbled and finally fallen on by one of the Greyhounds there at the 25-yard line. A little bit of indecision. It will be the Greyhounds football at the 25-yard line.
Solosi got banged on that. The ball just rolled around, and coaches like to see that ball kicked high and deep, but these are tough kicks. Just comes down, and it is very difficult to pick up. Watch this ball squirt around before it's finally going to be covered. Solosi there along with number 34 just covering it for Naugatuck right at about the 25-yard line, exactly at the 25, and pretty good kick. And for the Sacred Heart Hearts as we open this second half, Naugatuck coming off that drive at the end of the first half to take the lead 14-12, would like to pick up where they left off at the end of the first half with their offense.
That was Todd Speranzini, who was wrestling for the football with Solosi. Anyway, the Greyhounds have it 1st and 10 from their 25 as we begin matters here. First play from scrimmage, that's Slocum. He bounces off a tackle and then is taken down as Sacred Heart moved laterally well on defense.
Number 88 for Sacred Heart, and that's
Dacchio.
Dacchio is going to hit Slocum in the backfield. Watch the end right here come in. He'll get Slocum, comes off the block. He'll stick him right there. Does not wrap up. Slocum comes off it, and he will finally
Wise
get
there.
dragged down. Wise gets him, but no gain as Dacchio just stood him up in the backfield. Slocum able to get off that tackle and get back to the line of scrimmage, but Dacchio did a great job in containing and coming off the block of the tight end.
So back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a 2nd and 10 for the Hounds at their 25 as we're underway here in the second half at Veterans Field. That is Kevin Kuzma. Kuzma crossed the 30-yard line out to the 33 before he's wrapped up there by a couple of the Hearts. Harvey along with Wise on the stop.
Nice misdirection. We saw Slocum come on this play before. This time Kuzma comes back on the little bit of a wind back. Motion goes away, and then Slocum or Kuzma comes behind it. As you see the ball right at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and about 2 for the Greyhounds in this opening possession.
Ball at the 32-yard line. It's a 3rd and 2 coming up for the Greyhounds, trying to grind it out. They have a 2-point lead. Master
Little
Petro
bit of movement there.
gives it to Kuzma, and we've got a flag by the near official.
I think the left tackle for Naugatuck is going to get that procedure penalty. It'll move the ball back 5 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and about 8. You watch number 70 right here get an early start as he's going to pull. There he is. Patke just started early, the junior, and Naugatuck will be forced back into a throwing situation here. Looked as if they did not make the first down on that play also, so we'll see. They're going to get a second shot at it at their own 28.
It's a 3rd down for Naugatuck, but it's a 3rd and long situation. Wing back formation. Mastropetro back to throw, airs it out, a fly pattern downfield. It is caught by Speranzini. And Speranzini all the way inside the 20-yard line on the far side of the field. Number 34, Todd Speranzini, inserted in the offense.
This is just a fly pattern as the quarterback, Mastropetro, will just drop straight back, and then he just unloads a bullet down this field. Not good coverage right here as they're in a zone, getting behind the zone coverage of LaBelle. There is the receiver, and he will be down inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. An excellent third and long play for Naugatuck.
So first down for Naugatuck, deep in Sacred Heart territory. They give to Slocum. Slocum barrels his way across the middle of the field. A flag is dropped on the play as Slocum had brought the football down inside the 15-yard line. So let's await the call as the Greyhounds are going to be given some more yardage. A face mask penalty coming up against Sacred Heart.
Slocum will come again, just following this fullback inside. Solosi gets a good block, and then the pile is moved forward. You'll see a face mask in that pile. We probably won't be able to pick it up, but it's going to bring the Greyhounds inside the 10 to about the 8. And that pass play, Eddie, is going to be remembered as a big play, maybe a turning point in this football game, as Naugatuck was third and long. They are only a play away now from getting into the end zone. They, on that pass play, just got an awful lot of turf very quickly, and I think that's going to be a turning point of this game.
First and goal at the 8. They give to Slocum. Slocum bounces off a tackle inside the 5-yard line, close to the goal line. What an effort by Slocum.
We saw Slocum at the end of the first half get drilled at the 5-yard line, then turn it into a touchdown. Watch Slocum again here. He's going to get hit about 3 or 4 times and then still keep going. There's one, keeps his legs
Iverson,
going.
Harvey gets a
There's another one. And look at the upper body strength as he breaks 4 legitimate tackles to get down to about the 1, inside the 1-yard line. Jesse Slocum, a great run for only about 4 yards, but great effort by that young man.
Double tight end, Wishbone. Do they give it to Slocum? Yes! Touchdown, Naugatuck.
Slocum deserved to get in on that because he did a great job of getting that football team down there. Watch Slocum just come off to the near side and just put his nose to the turf and into the end zone. Naugatuck now with a 20-12 lead here, and the extra point right now is going to be very big because Sacred Heart is 1 touchdown away. The extra point will force Sacred Heart to score twice if they want to take the lead, as Slocum getting into the end zone, but the pass play, Mastropetro on the throw was a big part to Speranzini to set up this touchdown.
And Edmonds is converted, and Naugatuck has taken a 9-point lead. It is Naugatuck 21 and Sacred Heart 12.
Eddie, I will be willing to bet that that pass play has given some distance to Naugatuck, as you see Craig Peters, Todd Speranzini catching that pass from Mastropetro, setting up the touchdown on a 3rd and long. Has
big play in this game.
A commanding position here, as you see on the sidelines, the push-ups from Rudy, the manager, as he will get himself 21 big ones for the Greyhounds as they enjoy a 21-12 lead, 8:13 of the 3rd quarter remaining. And Rudy has made the rounds. Last year he was the manager over at Sacred Heart. This year he's back to the Greyhounds.
Jesse Slocum with his 2nd touchdown of the morning to make the score. Naugatuck 21 and Sacred Heart 12. Michael, take it away. And now we talk about
Edmonds will be kicking off for Naugatuck, and let's see what Sacred Heart does on their first possession of the 2nd half. Greyhounds have come back nicely in this game. They've been down twice, they've bounced back twice, and now they've taken that all-important 9-point lead where Sacred Heart needs the 2 scores to go up on top. But we have seen an awful lot of explosiveness in that Sacred Heart backfield. When you have Freeman back there, anything can happen. That comes to Crishone. He bobbles the football. It's a scramble, a loose ball, And it is Sacred Hearts football. J.J. Speranzini was close to the football for the Greyhounds, but Sacred Heart has retained the football as there was a scramble. That's a free ball as it's bobbled there, and you can see on our replay.
Rashon does not come up with it, and then number 32 is going to cover it right there.
That's Iverson then.
Iverson gets up, shows the ball to the referee, he'll get it. But again, that squib kick causing a lot of trouble on coverage.
Ball is a hot potato here. Iverson dancing his way into the secondary. What a runner. DeAndre Freeman gets it outside the 30-yard line, dancing his way. He's worth the price of admission alone.
Coaches do not like to see this. Watch Iverson. He'll watch. Now watch him make the break. You like to see your back going forward and not just sidestepping, but Iverson is able, or Freeman is able to get away with it, picks up a first down.
Kuzma along with Hayward on the last stop for Naugatuck. So it's a first down for Sacred Heart outside their 30-yard line. The Hearts are not through in this game. This time Iverson checks in at the tailback spot, and he runs on a first down play. Mastro Petro in the secondary, and so Iverson picks up some good yardage on first down.
He'll follow his fullback. This time the fullback is number 21, Freeman. Iverson just follows Freeman, picks up good yardage, about 7 on that first down carry. And the Hearts are still able to run the football as consistently as they had done in the first half with Iverson and Freeman.
Split backs, the ball out now to the 40-yard line. Third quarter action on telemedia. A fumble on the snap, and it's fallen on there by Feliciano.
Feliciano will get about a half a yard on this one, but watch the snap. It is not clean as he loses it right there and then able to stay with it and cover the football. Picks it up and actually picks up a half a yard. It'll bring up a 3rd and short for the Hearts here in this, their first possession of the second half.
Split backs, 3rd and short at the 40-yard line. They give it to Freeman. Freeman gets it outside, and he has the first down as he is bounced out of bounds close to midfield.
Freeman
Hayward
was grabbed
wrote him
in
out
the
at that point.
backfield. Yeah, Freeman was grabbed in the backfield. Watch, there are 3 players that'll have a shot at him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's the outside player. He just misses him, and then Freeman is able to outrun the contain and get that first down as you see Master Petro driving him out of bounds along with Hayward, but it's a first down again for Sacred Heart.
First down as the Hearts continue to move the football on the ground out to the 47-yard line. Hands it off to the second back, and that is Iverson in a tailback, and Iverson brings it into Naugatuck territory, but this may come back. There is a flag on the field. Rob Lance on the tackle for Naugatuck.
Illegal procedure against the Hearts. Naugatuck has the option. They will move them back 5, make it a 1st and 15 from about the 43-yard line of the Sacred Heart Hearts.
We know Sacred Heart does not want to throw the football. They threw once late in that first half, and that was picked off when the Hearts were in a 2-minute drill.
They threw the initial, their initial pass was trying to get the 2-point conversion. The second one was Feliciano on the long throw, but you're right, Eddie. They are a running football team, and they are going to run with Iverson and Freeman as much as possible.
That's Iverson trying to find some running room, and he gets back to the 45-yard line before he is stuck there by the Naugatuck defense. Kevin Kuzma, along with Solozzi, on the tackle for Naugatuck.
They come with the counter. You'll see Goodrich, number 55, the guard, who will pull. Watch him get a good block on Solozzi, and then coming up inside is the running back Iverson. But Goodrich done a great job in blocking today, along with the fullbacks for Freeman and Iverson.
Iverson along with Freeman in the backfield on 2nd and long, and Feliciano's going to put it up.
Wow.
It is picked off on the other end, and that is Brandon Hayward on the interception. So
Hayward will come up with his 2nd interception along with a 75-yard punt return, having a great morning here. That was a terrible, terrible throw by the quarterback, Feliciano, as he is not a great deal of pressure. When he finally throws, he just takes it and throws it away, and really not a good effort.
And with a break in the action, let's take this timeout.
For the newest look in fashion jewelry, get a pair of unique ear pins available at Thomas Jewelers. Whether it's clipped on or worn as a pierced earring, the ear pin curves to the contour of the ear, creating a look of sleek sophistication and offering an elegant twist in fine jewelry. Come see Thomas Jewelers' stunning collection of ear pins in a variety of designs set with diamonds and other precious stones, starting at only $75 a pair. Ear pins only at Thomas Jewelers, Main Street in Ansonia.
Boy, I really did it last night. Got drunk, acted stupid, went home with... Who is that? What, am I stupid? How did I do this? Barry began to worry, really worry. What about AIDS? Then he remembered, hey, I'm just a cartoon. I don't even have to shower. Get high, get stupid, get AIDS.
Welcome back, everyone. So Naugatuck on the interception has the football back. On the Sacred Heart turnover, that's Jesse Slocum trying to get outside, but Freeman making the play defensively for Sacred Heart, preventing Slocum from getting outside.
Freeman is playing both sides of the football. This time you'll see Slocum try and get outside. You see number 50, York, in front of him. Right there, number 21, DeAndre Freeman, the junior 5'9", 175-pounder, comes up from his cornerback position, makes the tackle, about a 3-yard gain for the Greyhounds.
McGettigan checks in offensively for Naugatuck in place of Hayward. It's a second down for Naugatuck at their 41-yard line. Play action. Mastropetro rolling, scanning the field, now throwing. It is caught by the tight end. That is Hermstadt. Rudy Hermstadt has made 2 big catches in this football game. He is finally taken down by Freeman, but not before Naugatuck has a first down inside the Sacred Heart 40.
Number 86 will just come from his tight end position across the field. As you see Mastropetro running to the sideline on the bootleg, gets the ball down the field, right to Hermstadt as he comes across deep about 15 yards. Excellent throw and catch. Ball inside the 40-yard line for the Greyhounds on that pass from Mastropetro to Hermstadt. Good play on the bootleg.
So first down for Naugatuck down at the 39-yard line of Sacred Heart. Wing T look. Slocum will go in motion. They give to the fullback. That's Solozzi. Finds an opening. 25, 20, and taken down inside the 20-yard line by Feliciano.
They have stayed away from the fullback, going with Kuzma and Slocum. The middle opens up, and Solozzi just powers his way straight ahead, comes off the block of right there, number 50, to Levine, and then breaks down inside the 20-yard line to about the 17. Excellent run by Jay Solozzi, the junior, as he follows his guards, breaks off that block of the guards, picks up about 24 yards on that one.
Naugatuck really has their offense now in high gear. First down at the 17-yard line.
Go back to that pass play, Eddie. It opened the game up for the Greyhounds.
That's Solozzi. He's going to be tied up. Harvey, one of the players to get to Solozzi.
Again, for Sacred Heart now down by 9. This is really a key drive that they've got.
A little bit of a counter by the fullback, read very well. You see number 32 there, Iverson, right on Solozzi, drags him down for no gain, as we've got a timeout here for equipment, as over on the near side here, one of the Naugatuck players with Coach Craig Peters.
And we've got a timeout of our own because we'll go to our third quarter feature. It's called Playbook.
The trips formation is a great formation for a throwing team. It allows 3 receivers to be placed to one side of the football, allowing the quarterback 3 opportunities to complete a pass. Here, the inside receiver will go to the outside and receive the quarterback's pass for a big gain. It's a great package in the throwing game.
We're back, everyone, and in your picture now we have the injured Naugatuck Greyhound. That is the junior, Dave Levine. He's being assisted there, being tended to by Coach Peters.
We saw earlier Levine having that problem. Coach Peters had him on the sidelines. It seems to be a shoulder. Looks like the left shoulder that has caused some concern as Levine will come to the sidelines. Follow number 52 here. We'll see if we can pick up where the injury comes. He does a good job on the block right there. It is that left shoulder, and as he comes off the block, he is holding that arm. Problem with that left shoulder, and it may just be a stinger, as they call it, or it may be a little bit more serious. We'll see if Dave is able to come back. He's moving it on the sideline, so it seems to be all right. Back to the action.
Second down, 2nd and 10. Master Petro will roll to his left side now. Looking over the middle, has a receiver all alone. What a catch by Kuzma. At the 5, touchdown. Kevin Kuzma all alone at the 5. The pass was over his head. Kuzma reached up, took the football down, and scampered into the end zone for another Naugatuck score.
Great catch by Kevin Kuzma as Kuzma just pulled it down like picking the apple off the tree. Watch 26 now. He comes inside on the fake, then gets himself down into the center of the field as Master Petro rolls to this near side. He picks up Kuzma. The ball is high. Watch this. Bang.
What a
One
catch.
hand. Thank you. And I'll get in the end zone. And a great play. Kevin Kuzma, the junior, 5'10", 175. Great catch, and Naugatuck tacks on the extra point.
That's the sophomore Joe Edmonds who tacks on the extra point, and Naugatuck now has extended their lead to 28-12.
You see at the bottom of your picture, Coach Peters talking to number 52, Dave Levine, concerned about his ability to go back in the game with a 28-12 lead. I think if Coach wants to get a little bit of a rest for his offensive and defensive linebacker, this may be the time as Coach Peters in the center of the huddle. Naugatuck, again, after that pass play, has just kept that offense rolling. 28-12 here in this third quarter. We've got 2 minutes left, and Naugatuck in this second half has put the ball in the end zone twice. You see on the far side, Sacred Heart coming out now. They have to get a drive, and they have to get into the end zone to get back in this game right now as they are down by 16 points here to the Greyhounds, who have had an excellent second half.
So Naugatuck will be kicking off again to Sacred Heart. And let's also say and remind our viewers, too, that Sacred Heart, it's not like Sacred Heart has not played well on offense. They have moved the football throughout the game. They have, unfortunately for them, they've come up a little bit short when they've tried to throw the football. They're really limited in their ability to throw the football.
Yeah, a couple of turnovers, and again, this is the first game that the young quarterback Feliciano has played as they're ready to kick off, but they go for that onside-er. Bang. And it's rolling, and it's got it.
It's covered by the Greyhounds, and it'll be Naugatuck's football down at the 20-yard line.
Great job on the onside kick, and number 44 for Naugatuck.
That's Slocum.
Come up with it, and that's Jesse Slocum. We'll get this back on replay. Watch now as the kicker just comes across, kicks it to his right. And watch now Jesse Slocum as he will follow it. The ball has definitely gone the 10 yards.
It's
going to get tipped. And watch Slocum right here. He gets it on the bounce. And off to the races, Jesse Slocum. They cannot advance it, but boy, it is a big play by Naugatuck as they're down at the 25. And right now, they're just going to put this game out of reach with another touchdown. 1:46 left to go. The Greyhounds with a big play on special teams again. Their other special teams big play was a 75-yard punt by Hayward to get them the lead back in the first quarter.
He gives it to Solozzi, and Solozzi slides to the 21-yard line before he's taken down by Iverson.
And excuse me, that was Hayward's run at the beginning of the second period, 9:48 of that second period to give the lead, not the first quarter. But watch now as Solozzi just comes back inside. Good job trap blocking by number 50 there, Shane York, as the double by the guard and Hughes creates that seam, allows that fullback to come back on off the double team with York on the trap, picks up about 5 for the Greyhounds as this offense really has just picked up as Looks like Levine is out of there at guard, and they have made a substitution, so coaches decided to give Levine a rest here on offense.
Second down for Naugatuck. And a double handoff in the backfield. It ends up in the hands of Slocum, and Slocum crosses the 20 down to the 18 before he's taken down there by Iverson.
Crisscross counter. Great play. Watch the exchange here on this as the ball will go to Kuzma. Kuzma will then give the ball back to Slocum. Guard and even the end coming across on that. That's Hermstad trying to get inside on the blocking. Slocum picks up about 3.5 on that, bring up a third down for the Greyhounds.
Sean Lowery is now playing left guard in place of Dave Levine as Naugatuck runs the football into the center of the line, and it's going to be close to another Naugatuck first down. That's Kevin Kuzma running the football.
Kuzma in the bone now. They've gone to the short yardage, trying to get that necessary yards for the first down. Very close here as we will get about the nose of the football necessary for the first down. Naugatuck at the end of this quarter now enjoying a 28-12 lead and about to put this one out of reach.
Well, we've played 3 quarters here at Naugatuck's Veterans Field, and our third quarter score is Naugatuck 28, Sacred Heart 12.
Hello, I'm Bob Archer of Kasdan Elm City Fuel. We have supplied and installed high-quality oil-burning boilers in New Haven and the Valley area for over 50 years. Dunkirk boilers lead the industry in value and design. Our Dunkirk cast-iron wet-base boilers with Riello oil burners provide our customers with clean, economical heat and plenty of piping hot water for domestic use. Dunkirk, in business since 1928, offers a 20-year warranty on all its high-quality boilers. Call us today for a free estimate.
An act of God is a hard act to follow. We know. We do it every day. But right now it's harder than ever because our disaster relief fund is gone. Our ability to help is threatened. Support the Red Cross. Call 1-800-842-2200. We can't do it without you.
Welcome back, everyone. So to start the fourth quarter, the Greyhounds have a 4th and inches from the 15-yard line of Sacred Heart as they seek to just about seal this victory here at Veterans Field. They give to Slocum, and I believe he's picked it up, although it's going to be close. He's pushed back by the Sacred Heart defense. It'll depend upon the spot. I believe his forward progress got him that. Jesse Slocum, Spagnoletti, the nose guard, on the stop for Sacred Heart. It is a Naugatuck first down.
Slocum will follow Solosi and Kuzma off that left side out of the wishbone for the first down yardage. You see, Slocum is a tough guy to bring down, as we have seen all morning. Jesse Slocum gets that tough short yardage for the Greyhounds.
So it is a first down for Naugatuck at the Sacred Heart 14-yard line. Just into the fourth quarter of play. Tight formation for Naugatuck and a wing T look. Kuzma in motion. Masterpiece. Petro wants to put it up, has a receiver out there. Incomplete, just out of the outstretched hands of Dave McGettigan, 6 foot, 170-pound senior receiver.
Good fakes inside as the backs cross, and then Master Picho will just try and get McGadigan in the corner, just out of the reach of number 81 as he is unable to bring it in. Not a bad throw and attempted catch as Naugatuck now second from about the 14-yard line. Another good drive by the Greyhounds as they have done a great job of controlling the football here in the second half.
2nd and 10 for Naugatuck. Kuzma again will go in motion, and they give a little bit of misdirection. That's Slocum, and he amazes me as he makes something out of nothing, and he gets down to the 12-yard line before he's taken down by Krishon.
He was not really parallel. The shoulders were not really parallel to the line of scrimmage, so he was going sideways for the 3 yards. Watch 44. As he gets to the line of scrimmage, he's going to go and get turned sideways. Look at this, and then he just drags forward for about a 2-yard gain, and that's again all Jesse Slocum, as he has been doing this all morning.
And this is an opportunity to mention the captains for Naugatuck for this 1992 season. Kevin Cretella, Paul Lucky, who's really been bumped up and really has not seen, aside from that first series on defense, I really haven't seen Lucky in this football game. And of course, Jesse Slocum completes the captain situation here for Naugatuck for this year as we resume play here. 3rd down coming up for Naugatuck. Master Petro is rolling, throwing, and incomplete. Had a wide open receiver there. Solozzi coming out of the backfield. It goes incomplete. It'll bring up a 4th down from the 12-yard line.
Ball was overthrown, as Ed just said, and Master Petro did not get it to Solozzi. Solozzi comes from the fullback. You see him just slide to the bottom of your picture, and then you'll pick him up again here as Master Petro rolls to the outside. Ball sails a little bit on the junior quarterback. Can't get it to Solozzi. Brings up a 4th down right at about the 11.5-yard line, and Naugatuck will go for it here on 4th down.
Hayward checks in. McGettigan comes off to the sidelines, and 4th down coming up for Naugatuck. They already lead at 28-12, and they have a 4th down, 4th and 8 from the 12. Flags are dropped, and let's await this call. That's going to go. Well, let's wait.
Delay of game. Delay of game, and it will push the ball back 5 more.
Might see along
interesting call right here now, as they're going to be 4th and about 13 for that 1st down. McGadigan will bring the play in. You see him, or saw him there with Coach Peters. Coach Peters just steps out, and he will give the play directly to his quarterback, Master Picho. As you see him there at the bottom, talking with Coach Peters, who was out of your picture. And Naugatuck will go for it here on 4th down, as they're going to take a timeout, and they're going to talk it over.
And the ball now at the 17-yard line after the Naugatuck penalty. Buddy, that gives me an opportunity to talk to our viewers about a few of the different wrinkles we have in our high school coverage and when some of these games are being aired. This game against Sacred Heart at Naugatuck will be seen on Monday, November the 2nd. Hard to believe it's almost November, although this weather is certainly November weather. Anyway, Naugatuck will be, and Sacred Heart will be viewed at 6 p.m. on Monday, November the 2nd, and that will be followed at 8:30 by another replay of the Ansonia Derby game, 8:30 this Monday, this upcoming Monday, November the 2nd. And then finally, another replay for the Naugatuck Sacred Heart game, Friday, November the 6th at 7 p.m. And don't forget for our viewers to tune in to Channel 10 on Tuesday, November the 3rd for Cable 10's live election coverage.
Prediction, presidential race.
Absolutely no prediction on my part. And you would not have expected.
You're right. I
don't say anything. You knew I wasn't going to say anything. 4th down for Naugatuck. 4th and long from the 17. A double handoff. Master Petro ends up with the football, and the Greyhounds the touchdown. I want to see that on replay.
I honestly lost the ball. Exchange. Went off the monitor here, and let's see this one go here as Master Peach is going to start with it and end up with it. Here it is. They're going to run an option. Kuzma will get the ball back. Now Kuzma will pitch the football back to Master Picho on the option. This is a great play. And they're going to go in the end zone for the touchdown. A razzle-dazzle counter or crisscross counter and then pitch back to the quarterback for the touchdown. Great play for Naugatuck.
Edmonds, a left-footed kicker, this time wide of the mark. And Naugatuck, though, has extended their lead to 34-12.
This one started out a lot different as Naugatuck was down early 6-0. The punt return put them ahead by Hayward. Then Feliciano with the quarterback sneak again put Naugatuck down. Slocum's touchdown with 1:22 left to go in the first half put Naugatuck ahead 14-12, and they haven't looked back since that point. They have come out really and dominated the third quarter of this football game, and that's something that a good football team will do. As you look at Master Picho right there on a great play from the crisscross counter to the pitch, but a good football team will come out in that third quarter and they will just take over, and that is what Naugatuck has done. The pass play set it up. They were 3rd and long. Speranzini got the ball from Master Picho on a big play, and since then it's been all Greyhounds running and passing. As you look at the band there that is fired up, this crowd watching this game here at Veterans Stadium in Naugatuck. 10:19 left to go here, and that touchdown really, I think, has put the last nail into the coffin of Sacred Heart, who has played really a solid football game. They have not been any, or have done really a great job considering they were not supposed to be able to move the ball and moving the football. A couple of mistakes have really cost them, and the Naugatuck Greyhounds have converted those mistakes into points.
That's Edmonds putting his foot into the ball and sending it down to Iverson. Iverson breaks a couple of tackles and brings it outside the 40-yard line. And so the Sacred Heart captain has put Sacred Heart in good field position out to the 41. Let's see what the Hearts do, but they're limited through the air.
That's one of the reasons why I hate to put a team out of it with 10-19 as you watch Iverson come up the middle, but they cannot really throw the football, and in order to get back in the game, they're going to need some big plays. I don't think their running attack is going to be able to give them 3 touchdowns with the amount of time left to go in this game, as they're not a real throwing football team.
First down for the Hearts. Freeman will skip, dance, and move his way outside for some good yardage on first down before he's taken down by Slocum in the secondary. DeAndre Freeman, and he has another year up at Sacred Heart.
Freeman comes on the crossbuck or the counter, just goes opposite the fullback, gets to the outside where he has had success all morning, roped to the ground by Jesse Slocum on the outside, but Sacred Heart picks up 7 or 8. The clock will continue to move, and the running game of the Hearts will really be to their disadvantage as that clock will continue to move as they try and run the ball down the field.
Split backs, and they give it to Crishone. Crishone brings it down to the 48-yard line of Naugatuck. Speranzini on the tackle for Naugatuck.
There's a pretty good hole there for Crishone as number 32, Fernandez, able to come off his block and wrap Crishone up as he broke the line of scrimmage, but it is a first down for Sacred Heart. Clock continues to move as we are down under 9 minutes left to go in this one.
So it's a first down for Sacred Heart at the Naugatuck 48-yard line. Second back gets it. That's Freeman, and he is slowed up in the backfield as the mesh was not there in the offensive backfield.
A lot of penetration by the red jerseys of the Greyhounds as, again, unable to get good yardage inside Freeman because of pretty good penetration by Hughes, Seghetti, and Lance along the front.
So it's a second down for Sacred Heart. Fourth quarter action. Telemedia Sports, our Valley High School football game of the week. Second and, we'll call it 2nd and 11 at the 49. Feliciano under a rush, wanted to throw the football. He is going to be dumped back at the 43-yard line, the Sacred Heart 43. Speranzini around the football, Fernandez, as Craig Peters getting some of the young players in there too, and along with Bert Hughes, all in on the play.
This was a dump to the tight end, and the tight end never got off the line of scrimmage. Feliciano had no receiver. The only thing he really could do was take the sack. He does, brings up a third and very, very long. This is a definite pass situation. We'll see how the young quarterback can handle it.
Feliciano back to throw, throws it underneath. That's to DeAndre Freeman, and Freeman is taken down from behind. A flag is dropped also on the play.
That one's not going to go against Freeman as he was being wrestled to the ground.
Levine was on the tackle along with Speranzini, who's now in defensively in the secondary. Let's await the call.
They try and throw the ball underneath just to get Freeman the ball and give him some room to run. Naugatuck has that closed off very well there, as you see. Levine and company just wrestled him to the ground. I don't think this penalty can go against Sacred Heart. It's going against Naugatuck, and it's going to be a big first down for the Hearts as they get a face mask penalty attached to the throw and catch on that play, and they are down inside the 35 at about the 34-yard line.
So Sacred Heart, a first down at the 34 of Naugatuck. Middle of the fourth quarter. Naugatuck showing blitz. That's the second back, that's Freeman, and he is stopped in his tracks. Hughes first to get to him, the big defensive end, 6'3", 240-pound senior tackle.
Eddie, they are coming. Naugatuck is putting everyone into gaps. Watch everybody in the gaps and can't block it for the Hearts as they're really on the quarterback before he gets the handoff to the deep back, and that is because Naugatuck is just taking the gaps, and they are coming right now, challenging Sacred Heart to throw the football. Look at that. They're coming. Everybody's coming.
Second and long. Feliciano dumps it off and completes it over the middle down to the 28-yard line. And again, another flag on the play.
Sacred Heart is going to have to just throw the football a little bit because Sacred Heart, or the Greyhounds, are coming on the blitz. As again, a face mask is going to be attached to the catch.
That
Kuzma
pass was
on the tackle. Look at the inside surge. There's really nobody in the secondary as Kuzma comes from his monster position or linebacker spot to make the tackle. Put the ball now down inside the 20-yard line for the Hearts.
That completion was to the flanker, Dave Iantoni, 5'10", 175-pound senior. So with the mark-off against Naugatuck, another penalty against the Greyhounds, the ball now down at the 14 of the Greyhounds, 1st and 10 for the Hearts. They pitch to Freeman. Freeman trying to get outside, and he's bumped down there. Nice defensive play by Hayward coming up from the secondary.
Hayward took the corner away as Freeman is going to try and get to the outside. You watch Hayward contains him right there. He comes off the block. As Freeman tries to cut back, he will lose his footing, but a great job by Hayward in closing the outside off from DeAndre Freeman. And it brings up a second loss of about 2 at about the 21-yard line.
Well, the Hearts just have one man in the backfield on second down, and that is Iverson. And Iverson up the middle, across the 10, and down to the 2-yard line. Jason Iverson.
And there's the veteran coach for Sacred Heart who has enjoyed some great seasons for the Hearts. Iverson will just cut back inside off the block of the fullback, puts it into gear straight to the goal line, and he has picked up the first down. It is about the 3.5. It's a 1st and goal for the Sacred Heart football team as they have not quit here in this game. Pitch to this side.
Iverson is the lone back, and that's the quarterback. Feliciano tries to go forward, but the middle of that Naugatuck defense prevents him from doing so. Hughes first to get to Feliciano.
A little bit of a quarterback sneak that we've seen work very well. This time Hughes will not buy it. Seghetti and Hughes just grab Feliciano and just throw him to the ground. They lost a yard on that. It'll bring up a second and about 4 from the 4-yard line.
So 2nd and goal now from the 5 this time. Iverson again the lone setback. And This time they hand to Iverson. Iverson cuts it back and close to the goal line, and he gets in. He just gets the plane to the end zone, the goal line, and Jason Iverson has scored the 3rd touchdown for Sacred Heart.
Iverson will cut in front of Master Picho, number 14. Watch now as Iverson comes out. Watch Master Picho right there. He'll close him off. Then look at the move by Iverson as he just leaves Master Picho on the turf and gets into the end zone. The 3rd score, Sacred Heart, 34-18. They'll go for 2, but this football team has not quit. They have given Naugatuck a battle here in this game, and they have been able to run the football very well against this Greyhound defense.
I would have to think that Coach Frank Granato is going to be encouraged off his team's effort, because frankly they have not been playing up to, as that pass for the extra points goes incomplete in the end zone. They have not been playing up to what I know the coaching staff at Sacred Heart wants them to, so I think they can take something positive out of this game. We've got a break in the action here in the 4th quarter. Our score is Naugatuck 34, Sacred Heart 18. Back after this.
Your assignment today is very simple. Make this earth as beautiful as possible. Any questions? Does anyone know where Lisa is?
Yeah, I do.
Do a good turn for the earth from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
That's my dad. And that's Mom. Dad's got an idea, a way to get rid of all the grody garbage that's polluting the world. He's invented a big rocket ship to shoot all the garbage into outer space. Mom's not sure, but Dad says his invention will save the world.
There's an easier way to save the world. Recycle. For your free recycling action guide, write Recycle. Environmental Defense Fund, 257 Park Avenue South, New York, New York.
Welcome back, everyone. Sacred Heart has scored their 3rd touchdown of the day, but failing to put the 2 points up on the board. They still trail 34-18. It'll be Goodrich kicking off for Sacred Heart. And a short onside kick that is fielded by Stango, number 82. He falls on the football, and Naugatuck will get it with excellent field position. As we just wind things down here at Veterans Field, let's thank our spotter for today's game, a Naugatuck High School freshman, Tim Massa, helping us out here in the booth at Veterans Field. Thank you, Tim.
This is an attempt at an onside kick. Again, a great job by Mike Stango, the junior, in covering this as it'll come off Hayward there, and then right there to cover it, the junior, preventing the success of that onside kick, as we saw Naugatuck last time convert on it. Naugatuck with good field position at their own 49.
Estropetro is the quarterback. They give to Kuzma, and Kuzma tripped up at midfield, falls forward to the 48-yard line.
Kuzma and Slocum offer excellent outside running for the Naugatuck Greyhounds, and Solosi has kept people honest inside. They've got an excellent quarterback in Master Picho, who has been able to run the bootleg very well to get the ball to his receivers, and it gives a defensive team an awful lot to be concerned about in trying to stop that Greyhound offense.
Ball down at